So sort of 6 or 7. And that last one, leave it down, and again, just let the foot fall out, or the toe fall out, and in. See how that side feels. Breathing in, keeping the pelvis nice and steady, you might get the old clip clunk. If you've got a thud each time, then obviously we wouldn't want that, you'd reduce your range of movements. And lift the leg up again, and take it out, and bring it in. So abduction, adduction. Just taking it out. Now I wrote down all the exercises I was going to teach this evening, and then left us at home on the table. So I think I can remember them all. There's so many different hip, and if you don't have a plan, like that last one, just go on and on and on. Right, what I want you to do now, bring yourself round, and bring your knee, right knee, let's all work on the same leg. So bring your right knee onto your blanket or your towel or whatever you've got there for support, and bring your left leg forwards. Now, what a lot of people do is to get a stretch for this particular hip flexor stretch, that's the front of the, you'll know where it is, and the front of the thighs, is to hold that position and start doing that. Start doing that. What I want you to do is hold this position, and I want you to do your pelvic tuck. So take your tailbone and tuck it under, squeeze into the right buttock, and then let it go. Again, under, and let it go. Now add a breath with that. I want you to breathe in, tuck under, and out. If you can feel a warm feeling, a stretch at the front of that hip, down into the thigh, then that's enough. You don't need to add on. If you can't feel anything, then let the weight, keep the tailbone tucked under, but come a little bit further forwards until you can feel that stretch. You're not letting your torso come forwards, so that's really important. For me, it's quite enough to tuck under. I can feel that stretch going down my right leg, front of the thigh, front of the hip, so that's where I'm going to hold it. So find your place. If you need support underneath the front of the foot, or if you get cramp, just tuck the toes under for a minute. But in other words, if you can, relax the foot. Right, tuck it under, hold. So we're just going to breathe in and out, holding it there. Don't move anywhere. In and out. Just make sure your knees, the other knee, everything nicely stacked, and you've got your knee cushioned. Nice in breath, breathe in, down to that hip, squeeze into that right buttock. And then from there, relax the buttock, just release off, so you just lean back slightly. So now to develop it, give it a couple of seconds, that left leg can shift forwards, back into the start position, tuck the tailbone under, and now you should feel that you can come a little bit further forwards, and it should feel like a similar stretch to when you're in that position. So tuck under and hold, just the front of your hips. Just make sure your pelvis is nicely square on, and your head, so you move forwards, you'll still have your head, shoulders over the pelvis. You don't want to be pulling into the lower back, just go with it, hold it. Concentrate on your breath. Nearly there. Keep that squeeze into the buttock, because remember that contraction is helping stretch out that psoas, iliacus and the psoas, but it's that one that's flexed all the time when we're sitting down. And then from there again, release. So we're going to do that for the third time. So if you feel that you can shuffle out the foot forwards, do. Tuck your tailbone under, and now I feel that I can. I'm going to come a little bit further. I'm not pulling into lower back, so everything is still stacked. Hopefully I'm looking more on a diagonal now, and I can feel that stretch again. Just breathing in and out. Just holding it there. So when we work into the hips, I don't know about you, But I know for me, I am, and it's sort of the last, I'd say probably 5 years, I used to be able to, like my legs and the hips, but you just start to feel tight and it's not, and then you suddenly think, God, I used to be able to do this or that. So that's what all this is about, and we should be doing these regularly. Those of you that do a lot of running or a lot of sports regularly, we do forget to stretch. I know we trigger point, but we do forget to do, just gentle stretches, but developmental stretches are great. And come back, well done. And you may feel muscles tomorrow. You're still working within the muscles, aren't you? Right, change legs. So we know what we're doing now, don't we, on this side? So this time, right knee, forwards, left knee behind. Hold your position, pelvis nice and steady, squeeze into the buttock. And I know stretches, I must admit, I think, God, they're so boring, but they're not going to help with everything we do. Bodies get, dry and unspringy, and we want to keep everything springy. Full range of movement within the joints. So if you think about the main muscle here, we're stretching out as well. Holding it here, breathing in. Just main muscle, really, it connects to our lower body, to our upper body. And we get restriction around here. We feel it in lower back, so just squeeze into that buttock. Just breathing in, breathing out, we're nearly there. And then release off.